Hi everyone, welcome back to the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. I'm Go Local News editor Kate Nagel. We'd like to thank Corey Brett Schneider, professor of political science at Brown, for coming in to talk about his new book, The Oath and the Office. We're going to tack from politics to tech with Chris Abell, who is the content manager for Walkli, a new app that dubs itself as having a friend in every city. Chris, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Really appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate your coming down from Boston as part of the Mass Challenge incubator with startups up there with exciting new tech opportunities. Talk with us about Walkli. You've got the travel background, but now the mix of tech and travel, and how this could potentially impact anyone who's got a smartphone.
Yeah, so a bit about me briefly, I'm a former editorial producer and writer for Travel and Leisure magazine, and our founder, Jeff Payo, former management consultant, has been to, I think the latest count is 76 different countries. I don't want to guess how many cities, but each of us in our respective travel spaces realize that there's a huge demand amongst travelers for an authentic travel experience beyond just the regular tourist sites. And we've also noticed that technology has done a ton to make travel easier, whether it's booking flights or finding the cheapest hotels. But the one area that it hasn't really improved is how to quickly and efficiently have an interesting day, whether you're planning before you leave or whether you're already on the ground at your destination. Things like Google Maps can show you how to get from point A to point B, but they don't help you have an interesting day. So what Walkli is a library of and a platform for creating and sharing routed out walking guides based on interest we have 320 something cities all over the world. So we say friend in every city because for Boston, for example, we have over 30 maps. If you want an hour pub crawl, we can show you to do that. If you want an all-day history tour, if you want to see pretty doors in the South End, it's whatever you're interested in. It's like having someone to show you how to do that.
So you talk about, what, 320 cities?
Yes.
That's a lot of cities. Who are your boots on the ground?
So the content library was initially started. Jeff did an amazing job of reaching out to a huge network of travel writers in these cities around the world. And we got hundreds and hundreds of maps from them, and since then we've actually started to partner with official tourism boards like the City of Amsterdam, City of Bern, Switzerland, Halifax in Nova Scotia. Started to partner with hotels like the Intercontinental in Boston, the Westin in Boston. We'd love some here in Providence that are creating with us and using Walkli to provide a better service to their guests. So we have some sort of big brand users now creating content as well.
So you talk about, that network of travel writers, and I was looking at your site. Those folks do play a role. I mean, they're branded as well, are they not?
They are, and that's part of what we think is so smart about Walkli, is that it's like a social network. It's a community. It's sort of like the Instagram of mapping, if that's such a thing. Because for a travel writer or a hotel or a tourism board, it's a way to get their brand out there and say, hey, look, this is where our property is located. Let's show you around it. Or hey, for all those people who like hipster record shops, let me show you how to find them in Toronto. And they get links to their social media profiles, their blogs, whatever it is, to their booking page if they're a hotel. So yeah, we encourage anyone and everyone to create maps with us and show people what. And
see where you go from there. Well, I'll tell you, I was telling viewers actually when I was previewing the show, I was just in Toronto. Go Local has a partnership with TF Green Airport here to show the ease of travel domestically and internationally. I would have loved a Walkli. Why did you not come in before I went to Toronto? Which was great, and I knew of all these places to go, but you love that insider experience, right? Like you like to know, like, okay, I know of blank restaurant, I've heard of that name, but sort of that cool stuff, the insider stuff. I mean, from your travel days, is that sort of the biggest thing that travelers really want? Is that like, I want what the locals like and the locals know?
Yes, absolutely. This sort of authentic experience is what people want. I mean, anyone knows how to see the Empire State Building or where the Eiffel Tower is, but not everyone knows what's a great neighborhood for me to stay in if I like charming little boutique coffee shops and bookstores, or what's the best, egg sandwich in Toronto's hipstery neighborhoods. That's the type of thing we help and hope to give travelers, so to help them have a better, more authentic experience and something that's unique from other travel content creators.
Sounds like we might have to connect you with the Providence Warwick Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Please do.
They recently put out a neighborhood guide this past summer, focusing on neighborhoods outside of Providence for that traveler who wants that experience. Might have to get some walking tips.
Perfect, absolutely. We don't have any content for Providence as of yet, so we're looking for it. So if you're listening, we want you.
Could be a good match. So 320 cities, What is next for Walkli?
What's next for Walkli is a sort of monetization commercial platform where we allow big organizations who've asked us for this to be able to embed their Walkli maps into their own sites. So if you're a travel blogger, or if you're a hotel, if you're a tourism board, you can create a map with us, we'll promote it for you, and you can embed it in your own site and say, hey, we have this great neighborhood guide to this area outside and around Providence. Right here on our site, you can see how to explore it on your phone, from your desktop if you're just getting inspiration, whatever. So that's the next big move, and we're really revamping our website, and we think exciting things are ahead.
Well, I appreciate your coming in to tell folks, again, travel and tourism, not just huge here in Rhode Island, but folks who like to go out and around. Sounds like a great app to allow them as to have a friend in every city. So Chris Abell, I appreciate your taking the time to come in from Walkli. We'll provide those links, so if you want to check it out more, you can do so after the fact. Chris Abell, thank you so much very much.
Really appreciate it.
And that wraps up the 3 o'clock show here in the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. I'll be back shortly at 4.